करारविन्देन पदारविन्दं मुकारविन्दे विनिवेशयन्तं वटस्य पत्रस्य पूतेशयानम्
वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचारूर्णमर्दनम् देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं कृष्णं वन्दे कृष्णं वन्दे जगत्. Yesterday we saw the flow of emotions in the demonic manner, in the negative manner, that how the flowchart of flow of emotions is that when you put your attention on dhyayato vishayan pumsaha sangaste shopajayate, you start putting your attention. You want to show that flowchart of yesterday if we have. So it says dhyayato vishayan pumsas Sangaste shupajayate sangat sanjayate kama kamat krodho vijayate krodhat bhavati sammohas sammohat smriti vibrama smriti bramshad buddhinasho buddhinashat pranashyati. The flowchart was, it's like this, that the object of the senses, we put and your attention on the object of the senses, not just the object of the senses, also the mirror image that it creates in your mind. So the mirror image in your mind keeps ringing. So you look at it as real, as wanting to grab it, wanting to achieve it, and that's when attachment is created. From that attachment, the desire is born. And from the desire, you, if fulfilled, you want more, you want to enjoy more. But there is a limitation on the sense organs. They cannot give you more. They can only give you this much. In fact, they get tired more and more. So when what happens, if it is unfulfilled, then anger is born. Then there is delusion after that. Buddhi bramshada buddhi nasho, buddhi nashat pranashyati. It says, and from delusion, the loss of memory happens. From loss of memory, you come to Vivek is completely destroyed. You cannot understand what is right, what is wrong. You can't understand because the fever, asakti, the fever of it, desire is so strong that everything looks, everything good looks bad, bad looks good. It happens like that. And then you finally perish. And then it says that buddhi nasha pranashyati, you perish. But today, he gives the opposite of this, exactly the opposite of this. So today's shloka goes as raag-dvesh viyuktaistu vishayan indriyaischaran atmavashyir videyatma prasadam digachyati. So here we'll read both the shlokas together. It goes together. The next one is Prasade sarva dukkhanam anirasyopajayate prasanna chetaso vyashu buddhis paryavatishtade. Now, this is the flowchart that he has given, and the flowchart is raag-dvesh viyuktaistu. The person who is free of rag and dvesh, of attachment and aversion, a person who is free of that, vishayan indriyeshcharan, and he can move in between the object of the senses because atma vashyer videyatma, he has taken the object of this, he has, with restraint, he has overcome the indriya attraction, atma vashyer videyatma, and he has put his whole focus is on the antarmukhi part of it. And then what is given to him when he does this, then this is the prasad that is given to him. And then he attains complete peace. Prasadam ati gacchati, prasadam ati gacchati. But it's peace in his life. It says, but the self-controlled sadhak, while enjoying the various sense objects through his senses, which are disciplined and free from likes and dislikes, attains placidity or command. So I would say that the word enjoyment is not actually there here. It is saying he moves in between. We just see the word charan. The charan is he just moves in between the object of the senses. So a better translation would be when a man thinks of the objects, attachment for them, a better translation would be the self-controlled man moving among the objects with the senses under restraint and free from attraction and repulsion attains peace. That is, the moment he lives his life. So what are the, then let's go to the next one. Then the next one says, prasade sarva dukkhanam anirasyopajayate prasanna chetaso hyashu buddhis paryavatishade. Now this is where with the attainment of such peace in the mind, with this peace of the mind, what comes to him? What is the prasad he gets? All sorrows in his life end. All sorrows in his life end. And his intellect becomes so equanimous that soon he is firmly attached, he is firmly established in the God consciousness. He is just there. So he is now saying that if you follow this flowchart, this is what is the prasad you will get. Like everybody says, no, like enlightenment, and what you have to do in your hand, what is there in your hand. So he says, be free from raag and dvesh, attachment and repulsion. So he is not here, he is not talking about suppression. Remember that. He's not saying that you have to suppress or control. He's basically saying that you have to create that inner alertness in your life. Whenever this emotion rises, you just look at it as a wave which is there in the entire ocean. It's just a small wave in the entire ocean. And he's saying that you have to with this inner alertness. When he looks at an object of the senses and that image on the object of the senses is created in his mind, he just looks at it as a perception. It's just a perception. And then he attains the witness consciousness. He has just become a spectator of the mere play happening around him. He looks at life as just a mere play, and he's just a witness consciousness here in this world. And then the prasad that he gets, he merges with God. Here it says like that. So I'll just show you the flowchart. This flowchart is, so the flowchart here is, so first you can also write down in the chat, what is the flowchart that would be there in this? What is the first thing that should be there? So I will read the shloka. It says, raag-dvesh viyuktaistu. This you know. So you can write down what is the first aspect in the flowchart that can be there. Then it says, Vishayanindriyeshcharan. And then this is the second one. Atmavashyer videyatma. Atmavashyer videyatma. Prasadam vadikachyati. So a self-controlled man, first is that he has created this inner alertness in his mind. He is not suppressed. He is not involved. He is completely alert. And he is free from attachment, attraction, and repulsion. He has freed himself from aversion and attachment. He is free from it. And he moves among the object of the senses with restraint, with that inner alertness that is there in his life. This is yoga. If somebody asks, what is Shirshasana yoga? I would say it is just a very small aspect of yoga. This is real yoga. This is the essence of yoga, what he has said in this particular shloka. And this is what a yogi has to achieve in that. He says, moving among the object with restraint, attains peace. Attains peace is the prasad that he gets. He gets complete tranquility in his life. He attains peace. Nothing outside disturbs him at all. And then with this peace, that prasad that he got, what happens? All his dukkha, all his dukkha are destroyed. All the pains are destroyed. The sadness is completely goes away from his life. And then he attains a very stable, tikshna buddhi, very tranquil intellect, very sharp intellect, which clearly distinguishes between good or bad. Presently, there is no bad actually for him in this state. And then there is steady in God consciousness. He just dissolves in the God consciousness.
Manoriskam vanamala virajidam Shankachakradharam devam Krishnam Vande